Hello. So my daughter's growing out her eyebrows and it's slowly driving me insane because all I want to do is tidy them up. But it has inspired me to do an Emma's edit about eyebrows and all the things that I like to use. Eyebrows tend to come and go in fashions. Unfortunately, the fashion for having them look like they've been drawn on with a Sharpie is over, and people are back to having more natural but fluffy and defined eyebrows. Now, to tidy up your eyebrows, you can't really go wrong with a Tweezerman slanted tweezer. I've used those pretty much my entire life. To brush eyebrows, I very much like using my Kitco and their brushed brow brush. You can't say that quickly. It's basically like a big toothbrush, but it's very good across all density of eyebrows. And if you're just looking to tame your eyebrows and keep them in place, then Surat do a brow pomade that is white, but it does dry clear, and fortunately it doesn't dry crispy, because I hate that. I want my eyebrows to feel soft and I want them to be conditioned, but I also want them to do what they're supposed to do, and this is very good. Now, if you're looking to fill in or define your eyebrows a little bit more, you can't really go wrong by starting off having a look at Anastasia of Beverly Hills. She does a great range of eyebrow products. This is the Brow Definer, which is basically a triangular pencil like this. It's a very good wax pigment ratio because it doesn't drag on the skin, it doesn't smudge off, and it does mean that you get a really beautiful sort of density without having to press really hard. I would always start with spoolie end, brush your eyebrows up, and then using the flat edge of this, I would just define the lower base of your eyebrow from the mid curve down to the tip. Then brush your eyebrows back down again and do the same thing. So from the top of the mid tip, come back down to your tail. Brush them back into a normal shape, and then using the tiny point, you can create individual hairs. So you get a really natural looking eyebrow. Just define from the base all the way along, and fill in where you need to. Do it slowly and gradually, and keep brushing and keep blending. Another great product for filling in your eyebrows is from Iconic London, and they have done this, which is their Sculpt and Boost Eyebrow Cushion. So you've got a vitamin E infused pigment, which comes in 2 tones in each palette, that also has a rather magical little brush. So you get an angled brush and a spoolie end, and you treat it in the same way as you would your eyebrow pencil. I would start by filling in and defining with the lighter shade in the palette, and then use the darker shade to add a little bit of definition. It comes in 4 colourways, but goes from very fair down from my hair colour up to really, really dark ebony. It works across all densities of eyebrows as well. I've just had to nick that out of Evie's bedroom. Now, if you don't always have time to dedicate to sort of perfecting your eyebrows, which I usually don't, I like to find something that will fill the eyebrow but without making it look too obvious. I want to have fluffier eyebrows, but I don't want to have any hard lines anywhere, and so what I tend to look for is something that can tint the hair. And Milk Makeup do the Cush Fibre Brow Gel, which is rather lovely. It's very easy to use, and it is a plant oil that's fused with a gel that gets the fibres to stick to the hair that's there, so it actually just bulks up what you already have. I also use this on clients that want to hide a couple of grey hairs. It's very useful. So you get a tiny little brush like this, and I just brush it all the way through, and I let it dry, and then I do another coat, let it dry, and then I fluff them out using this again. And it's really easy, and it is really quick, and they do stay. And everything that we've talked about today is cruelty-free.